Yo, what is up YouTube? It's Sync Sports Bets here, and in today's video, I got 4 player props for the Week 9 NFL Sunday slate. Before we get into these picks here, let's go to the NFL spreadsheet to look over our Thursday Night Football's video picks. It was the New York Jets versus the Houston Texans, and we did hit 3 out of 4. That is a flex hit. So obviously not as much cash as it would be with a power play, but we did hit with the flex on Thursday Night Football. And we got super unlucky with Aaron Rodgers. So let me go through all these stats with all these players. So Aaron Rodgers, we took over 33.5 pass attempts. He had like around 18 or under than that in the first half. So I was getting a little bit worried. He might have had like way less, like maybe like 15 or 14. But in the third quarter, he had a ton of passing attempts trying to get the lead. And at the end of the fourth quarter, Aaron Rodgers, it was 3rd and like 9 or 8 or something like that. He threw a touchdown pass to Devontae Adams and had his 32nd pass attempt to take the 21-13 lead. So if he didn't convert that with that pass attempt, then Texans would have had a chance to go down the field and score. And then after them scoring, then, he would have to throw the ball and whatnot. So that was just unfortunate there. All he needed was 2 more pass attempts, and he would have greened out on that pick. And then Garrett Wilson was an easy pick because he has been pushing or hitting the over. Luckily, he hit the over at 9 receptions. He had 9 receptions, 90 yards, receiving 2 touchdowns with 10 targets. So that's really solid for Garrett Wilson. Easy pick there. And then Kaimi Fairbairn actually is the reason why Aaron Rodgers didn't hit, is the reason why Houston Texans didn't win. He went 2 for 4 for his field goals. And one of the drives that was an absolute game killer was they came down the field and had a absolute chip shot field goal, and he missed. So that was just super unfortunate there. Would have been a 1-score game at the end of the game if he made that, but couldn't get the job done. And they did decide to kick the field goal when it was 10-21 with like a minute left to hit his over. So luckily we hit that, but it didn't matter nonetheless, unless you guys flexed it. But Joe Mixon did hit over 104.5. If you guys took that line, I saw that it did jump to 110.5. Unfortunately, he had 106 on the ground and 0 receiving yards, which is not normal for Joe Mixon. I thought he was going to have a field day and that CJ Stroud would throw to him a ton, but that was not the case for some reason, as they were down 2 star wide receivers. But if you guys took this line at 104.5, it did cash, and I did take that. So, yeah, that was a 3 out of 4 flex hit. Good picks there. Very confident. Should have hit, but just with that missed field goal really screwed it over, but it's all right. Let's head into these Sunday picks. I'm really, really excited about these picks here. First pick of the day, let's go with DeAndre Swift. He's been cashing us out most weeks. Obviously, last week he did not convert for us with his receiving yards, but I do know that his rush is a very trustworthy pick here, and you never know. He should be able to get more receiving yards. I think that was just an off week for Caleb Williams. I do believe that he will deliver to DeAndre Swift this week, and 91.5 is absolutely free for him. If you look at the last 4 weeks, versus Washington, he had 129 yards on the ground. If you look at it, just his rush line, he hit that easy. So we just want to be safe here and take the receiving yards as well, because if he had that without having any receiving yards last week, this should be an absolute cake for DeAndre Swift to hit 91.5 rush and receiving. I did take this in a slip at 89.5, so it has been jumped up 2 yards, and it should continually get jumped up before game time. So let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, so in 2024, obviously a 57% hit rate, but these 3 games, he was not getting the ball quite as much. He was having an off day. But what really matters is obviously the line movement opened up at 89.5, has been jumped up. And then you want to look here at rush yards allowed and receiving yards allowed. Arizona's the worst in both of those ranks. Bottom 5 at 26, I think maybe bottom 6. But anyway, there's so much value. Ranked 26, so obviously bottom 10 defense in the league. I really like this pick here. I mean, he has been going off the last 4 games, and yeah, he has such a good hit rate. If you look down here, we do have a 45% run rate and a 55% pass rate. And then if you look here, DeAndre Swift is actually the 5th for receiving. So obviously he's above all the other outside of the actual 3 wide receivers and Cole Kmet. So he does get the ball a lot. As you can see in this donut chart here, he does have a small chunk for targets. But if you look at rush attempts, he does have 109 rush attempts. So it's not like it's going to be split up with Roschon. He should get basically 70% of the carries. As you can see, the rush share is at 54% because Caleb Williams loves to run the ball. I also think Caleb Williams' rush yards is a good take to have for another pick. But anyway, those are the stats that I'm most confident in to be able to pick the over for DeAndre Swift. Okay, the second pick of the day, we're going to go with Gardner Minshew. So he has been playing very poorly. They just lost Devontae Adams a couple weeks ago. And yeah, he just doesn't have a lot of wide receivers to throw to. So we're going to go under his pass and rush yards at 233.5. If you look at the last 5 games, obviously he hasn't cashed that out whatsoever. He was a little bit close versus KC, but they do play Cincinnati. And I don't think that Gardner Minshew is good enough versus any team besides maybe like the Panthers to be able to hit the over. I mean, they did lose to the Panthers, so they're just atrocious. I think they might be worse than any other team in the entire NFL. So Gardner Minshew is just not a good quarterback whatsoever, and he's always a trustworthy quarterback to hit the under. So definitely smash that for him. He also doesn't rush a lot. If you go to his rush line, 7.5. He has been hitting under this line for majority of the games. Sadly, sacks don't count for NFL, but they do count for college football for negative yards for the rush. But yeah, this is just adds a little extra. I mean, he has not a good hit rate with his rush yards. So that's why I like doing the pass and rush for this pick here. So let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, if you go to 2024, he has hit under this line at a 71% hit rate. That's 5 of 7 games. So obviously he's on a 5-game streak of hitting the under. And pass yards allowed, they are ranked 21, and rush yards allowed, they are ranked 24. So yes, they are a bottom team, but we are going to go with this pick here because he just doesn't have the weapons to be able to convert. I've been watching him several games, and sometimes it's hard for him to crack over 100 within the first half. So I really love this pick here, as they are just an atrocious team overall. As you guys can see, pass rate is at 64%. And he's still failing this at passing 64%. So just a really solid pick here for Gardner Minshew. But yes, we are taking it at a decent value. I mean, it's not favoring the over, it's not favoring the under. So I do like this hit streak here with this pick. So definitely take the under for Gardner Minshew, under, pass, and rush. Okay, our third pick of the day is going to be Sam Darnold. This is also going to be an under for his pass attempts at 32. He has not been cashing this out at all this season. We did take him on a Thursday night video pick, and he hit under quite easily. He had around 28. I think that was just a few weeks ago. So really, really love this pick here. Let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, so obviously he has hit under 10 of 10 games. It's a 100% hit rate for Sam Darnold this season. Actually going to 2024. Yeah, 7 of 7, so 100% hit rate. They do play Indiana, who is ranked 16 in pass attempts against. And then if you scroll down here, they do have a 53 to 47% pass to run rate. Obviously, he throws a lot to Justin Jefferson, but they do have Aaron Jones, who's just such a beast on the ground. And Sam Darnold, the good thing about him is that when he does throw, he throws very deep, and Justin Jefferson is always there to catch the ball. So he doesn't need to throw that ball too much because most of the time they will take the lead. I mean, they still had losses the last 2 games, and he wasn't really close to hitting the over at 25 and 27. So even when they're down, he's still not throwing as consistently. Maybe just just kind of getting lucky there. But at the same time, he loves to throw the long ball. He's not used to those short little dump offs, and that's why they've been winning games is because they're taking risks. And I love watching the Vikings. I mean, I'm a Bears fan. Obviously, I'm in their division, but they should not be winning with Sam Darnold. I mean, maybe this is their fall off, but Sam Darnold is contributing at a very high rate to these wide receivers in these big plays. So as long as they have the lead and Aaron Jones and the rest of the core are running just fine, I don't see him needing to throw over 32 passes versus the Colts. So really, really good pick here. And then our second pick of the day is going to be Rico Dowdle. Now, this guy's a beast. His receiving yards line actually just did go up. I was kind of surprised seeing this, but I think it's still going to hit nonetheless. I took him at 15.5. It has been jumped up to 17.5. So a really good take here as Dak Prescott loves dumping off to his running back. And as you guys can see on Prizepicks, he has cashed this out at a 25 average, 4 of 5 games. Even versus New York Giants, he barely hit the under. So, this is just a really solid line here. Let's go to his outlier to see his stats. Okay, so in 2024, he has cashed this out 4 of 6 games at a 67% hit rate. If you go to his receptions per game, so last game he had 5 receptions, 2 receptions, 1 reception, 3, 4, and 1. So the games that he doesn't cash out, he only has 1 reception. But in Pittsburgh, he had 2 receptions and hit over the line. So from these stats, we just need 2+ receptions from Rico Dowdle to be able to hit this over. So I really love this pick here for his receiving yards over 17.5. If you guys can take it anything less than that, that is a gimme, but I don't think it will be jumped down again. As you can see, the line movement has been going up throughout this day. So let's go down to his receiving line. So he is around the 5th, which is normal for a running back. If he's lower than that, I don't like taking the running back receiving, but he does have a 7.4 target percentage, which is not bad whatsoever. But what I love about this, obviously, Dallas is a 66% pass rate, as the run game is pretty slow. But Rico Dowdle is such a good catcher. He'll be able to easily get those first downs. I mean, Dak Prescott is super accurate with those screens and whatnot, so I'm not too worried with the line that Dallas has to be able to get Rico Dowdle 17.5, 18 yards. So easy pick here. And these are my 4 picks for Sunday's games. I hope you guys enjoy this video. All 4 of these are very solid hit rates and have been converting us and giving us some money throughout the season. So it's been amazing, been cashing out everybody. And hopefully we can continue this trend here. If you guys really enjoy my content, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm just pulling up my YouTube here. So I'm currently almost at 350. I really do appreciate the growth that I've been getting the last few months. If you click on my links here and you scroll down to Instagram, Discord, and Outlier, if you go to my Discord, we post admin slips from across all sports. I personally post slips throughout the week. such as like taco discount slips or Monday Night Football slips, Sunday Night Football, just all all of the picks, and we have been cashing out quite consistently, and just a really chill and relaxed community over there. So you guys are welcome to join. We are over 110 members. And then on Outlier, this is the app that I show you guys in each and every video. Totally worth your money. It's just a 7-day free trial and $20 monthly subscription after that. It is the best sports betting tool out there. It will provide you stats for props, for game lines. It has the EV Plus, and just everything you need to be able to make the best bets possible. So make sure to sign up. Just using the link in my YouTube bio. This is my specific link. I am partnered with them, so all I have to do is click that and sign up through that link, and it will support the channel so much. So yes, this is all I got for this video. I will be posting next week. Probably going to post around Thursday unless I see an NBA pick that I really like. I will upload a video for that. But just comment down below in the comment section what video picks you want me to put out before Thursday if possible, like possible Monday Night Football picks or whatever you guys would like. I will be willing to do that. Just let me know down in the comments. But yeah, we're all set. So you have a good day. We'll see ya.